Hockaday Freight is a long-haul, deep space shipping company. One day, its only employee of any merit, Captain Olimar, crashed onto an uncharted planet while on an interesting vacation. There he was aided by Ingen's creatures which he called Pikmin. In the end, Captain Olimar escaped. But in Olimar's absence, his employer, Hockaday Freight, ran into financial difficulties. Planet Hockaday. Hockaday Freight. President of Hockaday Freight and local employee, Louis. Olimar, I'm so glad you are safe. Yes, very glad. Quite glad. But sadly, I have an announcement that is not so glad. Our company is going under... Yes, we are finished. On this first mission, Louis here met a ravenous space bunny, and its entire load of golden pig brand carrots was eaten. I took an enormous loan to repay the debt from this loss. I decided to sell off corporate assets to repay the loan. But the only asset we had to sell was your ship, the SS Dolphin. As of the rest of our loan, we have no means to repay it. Olimar, what is that? You brought that back as a souvenir for your kid? Treasure, 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 money, 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 money. Initiating valuation of recovered treasure. This artifact is worth 100 pokas. This thing's worth 100 pokas? That's more than a year's salary. What? There are more on that planet? They can repay our debt. Louis, you don't. Look alive. You must depart immediately. With Captain Olimar. Valley of Repose. Bzz, that was close. I have averted a crash landing. Running diagnosis. Alert! Danger! Louis is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. He is not responding to his communicator. He is either floating protocol or in danger. Olimar, you must find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Wait a moment, look. Could these be the Pikmin? They look like they are about to be devoured as we speak. You must help them. Point at the screen and press B to call them with your whistle. You can also hold B to make the sound of your whistle carry farther, remember? Hey guys, so what's up? This is Kaozbender here again for yet another video, and welcome to Pikmin 2 Blind. And this is not going to be 100% blind, but I'm going to be explaining that right now. The Pikmin ran to your side. They seem to remember you, Captain Olimar. How fascinating. Give them instructions and do not delay. Hold A to grab a Pikmin and then point at the screen to and release to throw it. Alright, so these are just basic instructions, and what I was saying that this is not going to be 100% blind is that I actually had, it wasn't really a failed recording of the episode, but if you guys do follow me on Twitter or, you know, something like that, and I've also mentioned this in, you know, one of my previous videos also, you would have known that I was going to be doing this initially with a face cam, and despite doing it, you know, I actually recorded the first episode, but I'm gonna be talking about why I kind of didn't like it, you know, before. Attention, Captain Olimar, I have just re-established my communications with a link with Louis. It is fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. Press minus to communicate with him. I am quite interested in the details of his condition. Alright, so basically, let me see, so we're gonna press minus with Louis, and this is the only episode that is not going to be blind, because I have already, you know, played through the first day, and it is because I was, you know, Louis, I'm gonna finish about, talking about that later. Louis, allow me to assess your condition. As per safe protocols, are you, at all injured? Is that so? Then my concerns are eased. Our communication link shows you are nearby. Can you make your way to the location and rejoin us? I will navigate for you. Press plus to contact me and obtain information about the terrain. Alright, so what I was saying before is that if you do follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or I think I've mentioned this in one of my videos, I said that I was going to be doing this, you know, with a face cam to get, you know, better reaction. But I basically recorded the first episode, and I think the, you know, number one, the face cam footage actually came like a little, you know, out of sync, and the, you know, audio was weird, and plus I think the facecam was going to take the attention away from the gameplay, which is exactly what I want you guys to watch, because since this is my first time doing a blind let's play, then, you know, I truly do want this to be a glorious experience. Louis, the odd object before you appears to be one of the onions mentioned in Olimar's report. And yes, indeed, so right now it's going to sprout a little red Pikmin. And he's going to be very surprised. The seed the onion ejected just sprouted. According to Olimar's report, it can be plucked with A. And that we will do right now, so we are going to be getting the introduction to Red Pikmin. Well, that's for Louis, since he is really new to all of this shit. And there we go, swearing in the first episode, but I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be getting a lot of that in, you know, the upcoming videos. Louis, that must be one of the Pikmin creatures from Olimar's report. It's staring at you. You can press down on the D-pad to issue objectives to your Pikmin squad and direct their movement. You can disband your squad with C. Interesting. Olimar's description of this creatures resembling Pikmin carrots was strikingly accurate. Louis, my sensors have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you alright? What the hell? Alright, so even if Louis wanted to eat the Pikmin, I guess it's going to run away. Maybe walking food isn't really something he's interested in. But yeah, they're just going to turn around, and that's going to be it. So this first day is actually going to be fairly easy, since, you know, I've only played through this, you know, just once. And I'm also going to be explaining a little bit further as to why this is not going to be 100%. If you guys know, obviously I am a huge Chuck Connery fan, and I watched his Let's Play of Pikmin 2, but, you know, just exactly as it came out. I was subscribed to him since, you know, 2009. Been watching all of his videos, and I watched his Pikmin 2 Let's Play right as it came out, but, you know, nothing right now is very, very, you know, fresh in my mind. I'm going to be mentioning about the things that I do remember about this game, and then what is, you know, the rest that is not really clear. The onion ejected some more seeds. The pellet from the flower must hold nutritions for the breed Pikmin. Yes, the Pikmin gather nutritions, haul them to the onion and further propagate their species. The onion is a Pikmin mothership. Reviewing Olimar's report, it seems repeatedly tapping A lets one rapidly pluck Pikmin sprouts. And alright, so I guess we do get this. And alright, now I'm gonna talk about the things that I do remember about this game. So, you know, it's actually not gonna be, you know, entirely blind. I do remember a couple of bullshit things, which, let me see. So the things that I do remember is that, number one, obviously there are dungeons in the game, which, you know, we actually need to rescue, like, a lot of treasures and shit. There's obviously purple and white Pikmin, but you don't really need to watch anything regarding the game to know that, since they are, like, in the cover of the game. What else do I remember? I remember, obviously, the Water Wraith, since it was, you know, a huge moment in Chip Conroy's Let's Play. Let me see, what else? I believe there are 2 types of potions in the game. One of them affects your Pikmin, and another one has to do something with the enemies. That I'm not quite sure. And then, let me see, I believe that is pretty much it I remember about the game. I don't remember, like, any of the bosses, you know, I don't even know if, like, any of them repeat from the, you know, from the first game, so, you know, I guess that's gonna be pretty new. I do remember that there are hazards in every one of the dungeons, but I don't exactly know how many Pikmin we have to take, so I guess that's going to be fairly interesting. Perhaps this object is one of the treasures that we are searching for. The only reason we found it here is because it is where you crash landed. How fortunate. I would like to appraise it, but you must regroup with Olimar first. Can you see him? Press Z to move the camera behind you. You can also press left or right on the D-pad to zoom and up on the D-pad to change the angles. Alright, so that's how the camera works. The controls are fairly, you know, the same as the first game, which is very, very nice. And right here, I'm pretty sure... Alright, so these dudes are, you know, still here, which, let me see, so now, we need 15, pressing minus, I'm going to, you know, stay with Olimar right here, and we're going to be using the leftover Pikmin to, make the bag actually, you know, squish, or whatever, and so the captains are reunited, once again, I guess. What does the ship has to say? Captain Olimar, Louis, you are reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. But for now, you must feel assured that your combined wits can get you through anything, correct? From now on, use B from a single group to take a solo action, C to take a solo action, and minus to change the leaders. Alright, seems fair enough. Now, I believe well, first of all, I'm also going to be, like, giving this to the onion. Oh, okay, another thing that I remember. If you gather dead dead corpses, yeah, right. If you gather corpses and you take them to the onion, that is obviously going to be sprouting Pikmin. Let me see, how many do I need for this? That's okay, so they're just gonna start digging. There are enemies inside of the dungeons, but if you are inside the dungeon, if you carry the corpses to the little ship thingy, then instead of sprouting Pikmin, it is going to be counted as money towards, you know, the depth. And, okay, so we need 20 in order to carry this, but I believe this corpse is going to give us 4, so that's going to be, you know, the exact amount, so that's going to be great. And, yeah, that's just pretty much it. That's just all about, you know, what I remember about the game. I barely know any of the enemies, you know, if they are not in the first game. I have no clue what they are. Bullshit moments about the game, I only know about the one, you know, the Water Wraith. Other than that, I'm pretty sure everything else, if there are bullshit moments, it is going to be, you know, a surprise for me, which, you know, is actually going to be fairly nice. Alright, so now that we have all of these Pikmin, we are going to gather them up here at the product placement. I believe there are many of these in the game. And, okay, so that's another thing. I don't remember, you know, a lot of the treasures. I know that there are, like, some, like, there's a treasure that can help you with other treasures that the white Pikmin can actually bury. They can dig underground, but, you know, the locations, I have no fucking clue what they are. And, yeah, that's just pretty much all I remember about the game. Anything else is going to be 100% blind. This episode obviously has not been blind. I do know what to do here because I obviously had a failed recording of this. We're doing fairly decent, 16 minutes. The first one is, you know, going to be fairly nice. And, hopefully in the next ones, you know, it's not going to take so long because I really don't want to make these videos too long. I know that there is no time limit inside of the dungeons. So, you know, every now and then we might have either shorter or longer episodes depending on, you know, what, you know, where I stop the video. So, as the red Pikmin are slowly taking this, I'm just going to say, you know, if you guys are watching until now, I guess another thing about, you know, the Let's Play, I was actually going to have one of my friends who's studying, like, a clothing design, do, like, a little red Pikmin hat for me, you know, so I can wear it in the face cam, but since, you know, eventually the face cam didn't actually work for shit, then, you know, I'm really not gonna have face cam in the fucking thing, so, but I think it would have been fucking awesome. So here we are, Courage Reactor. Oh, and that is also another thing that I remember, that, you know, the ship is going to assign names to the, you know, to the treasure that we find. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. I took the liberty of naming it when I appraise it. The name reflects my current thinking. Leave it to me to think catchy names for hit products. It is one of my many talents. We shall end our first day here and report back to the President. His face will surely be joyous. Alright, let me see. However, to communicate with Hawkadate, we must fly into low orbit above the planet. We will not return to the surface until morning, so as to avoid the indigenous nocturnal creatures. I have no clue what that word is. And yeah, that is it for the first day. That was awesome. Let me see, I was gonna... Oh yeah, the naming. I know the spaceship names the treasures, and I believe that's pretty much it. And yes, so as you can see in the little, you know, in the ground, in the landing zone, whatever, there are going to be the 3 circles, which, you know, not a spoiler whatsoever. There are obviously going to be the other 3 type of Pikmin. And I believe the white and purple Pikmin are actually, you know, camping inside of the ship. So I guess that's kind of interesting. So let me see, today's report. Funds earned, sorry. 280, that is very nice, and we sprouted 20 Pikmin, 0 deaths, obviously, because there is no way to lose your Pikmin in this first day. And here's a letter from the President. You found your first bit of treasure, fine work. Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check it often. Keep up the pace. And let's go ahead and save. Alright, so here we are at the, let me see, so we have a Piccolopedia where I believe there are going to be the enemies, yes indeed, continue to area selection, and as well as the treasures, which, you know, obviously are going to be showing the treasures. However, as of right now, it's a really good time to say that if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a comment and a like. You know that I read every single one of my comments. And if you have any suggestions, you know, make sure to keep it spoiler free, even though I read everything. I know you guys might do some nasty shit, spoiling, you know, something, but spoilers don't actually affect me. But, you know, I guess it would kind of affect, you know, the outcome of the Let's Play. But if you have any comment, make sure to let me know. You guys have a great day, take care of yourselves, and until the next episode, when I guess we'll go back to Valley of Repose, since we can't do anything else, I will see you then.